Good morning, all of you. So welcome back to DevOps plus AWS sessions. Guess, am I audible? Anyone please confirm from online? Yeah. Let me change chat to everyone so that others can see your messages. Okay, hi. So guys, in the last class, we discussed what the topic is. Virtualization, right? Okay, let me share my screen. Go to paint. Okay. Okay, so yes, are you able to see the screen? Architecture? Good morning, friends. Okay. Good morning, friend. See, guys, okay. So this architecture we discussed 2 days back. I mean, last two class, I think. So our main focus is deployment. Okay. The very high level we are discussing, sir, why AWS here? Yes, please come in. Why cloud or why on premises? Why can't Kubernetes? So many things will come on the deployment. First, we got a clarity on that. Okay. So I think we have already discussed the challenges in on-premises, right? We are very clear, right? So the next feature is virtualization. Again, virtualization is on-premises or virtualization is on cloud. Again, two choices. Okay, guys. Anyone joined today? Offline? You only? You two, right? You three, four. Today only. Okay. From online, anyone has joined today? Okay. Okay, guys. See, I can understand many of you joined today, right? We are done only 3 classes. We are done only 3 classes. The 3 classes is, this is for just what is DevOps, how it will work the life cycle only. Second class is the deployment. We are deploying the application on the server. So this deployment, what type of deployment it is? Is it physical server or cloud? Or next is Kubernetes. I haven't discussed that. Third class is what is virtualization, how it will work. That is last class. So I'm going to provide last 3 classes recordings. Whoever joined today, yeah, I will change it. Whoever joined today, just try to understand it for today class. Maybe a little difficult. If you can see that last 3 classes, very, very easy for the today class. So after complete this class, just go through the three recordings. So what I'm planning now, this weekend, this Saturday or Sunday, 2 days, I'm going to take the classes for you guys separately, if you are okay. Whoever joined today and tomorrow or next day. Next 3 days onwards, I'm going to freeze it. I'm not going to allow anyone. The reason is very difficult to explain again and again. So we are going to change the link. Okay. So last 3 classes, you guys just go through the recordings. Again, I'm going to take care one session, dedicated session, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, whatever you guys missed last 3 classes. That is I'm taking care. Everyone can join in that link. Saturday. Okay. Yeah. Is this clear, everyone, right? No confusion, something. Okay. I'm going to show you one thing, guys. This is project actually. I mean, recently completed DevOps batch. I have handed everything. So everything I just documented one project. See, don't think so only one project, Nazar. No, we are done closely 8 projects. But whatever DevOps tools are there, so we have, please come, added all tools in this. See how to configure Jenkins. Screenshots also I have updated. The reason is if you can see the document, you can easily do the project. That is my intention. After DevOps classes, with this document, you can do not only one project, guys. You can change the source application. This document is a template to work any application. Okay, any application. Source will change. If you can see here, let me show you the script, Jenkins script. Yeah. This GitHub source will change. That's it. Okay. Remaining configuration of tools are same. How to configure? If the application is different, we can handle in that level. Okay. In our bucket, source code is not in our bucket. Configuration is our scope, end to end. So if developer given the code to us, we have to automate the process. That's it. That is our task. What are the tools are there? DevSecOps tools. DevSecOps tools, I'm going to discuss 2 or 3 tools dedicatedly for security. I mean, dev plus operation between, there is a security. That's called DevSecOps. This project is DevSecOps. Okay, we have added 2 additional tools. Privy is an image scanner. Like that, few tools we have added for the security purpose. Other tools, we know regular tools will work like a Kubernetes. I mean, monolithic project is one. One means one approach. We can do multiple projects with that approach. Microservices projects are 2. And the microservice 2 projects means one is Java type project, one is Node.js application. Little changes taking place, remaining all are same. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, just for your understanding only, I discuss. So guys, if you can see my GitHub, this is for previous batch. I have updated everything here. If you can go DevOps Terraform folder. So day 1 to, I think we are work day, I think 2 weeks on the Terraform. So each day what you are going to work. Once again, I'm saying I'm not going to take this repository and I'm not explain to you. For you, dedicatedly, I'm going to create one more GitHub account. I'm going to share you. Day 1 means we can discuss day 1 only. In that case, sir, shall I clone for this? Don't do that. Don't do it. Maybe my approach is change batch to batch. Okay. If you clone this one, maybe I'm not starting day 1 is a day 1. I can start days 3, 6 as a day 1. Depends on your response. It will change. So don't fork it, don't clone it. Maybe you will get little advanced topics also. Okay. 4 months to 4 months, so many changes will come, right? I'm going to add so many things. That's what I'm saying. I can say that. So if you can see here, projects, Hotstar project, I have added DevOps tool configuration. See guys, DevOps tool configuration is nothing, but we need to install so many tools, Git, Terraform, Maven, Kubernetes, Docker, Sonar, Trivy, whatnot. So many tools we need to install, right? So yes, everything we can do in the manual process only, but later, no need to go anywhere, guys. Just these are all tools configuration. Tomcat, Maven, Kubernetes, Trivy, Sonar, JFrog, Terraform, Docker, Sonar, everything. If you take this copy, you can run in any server, everything is going to create. But this is, I'm going to explain end of the sessions, not for starting. We need to understand, right? What is Git? Manually we can install. what is Jenkins manually we can install, work, and later point of view, how we can trigger this one. So by using Terraform, we are going to trigger and create the resources, everything. Okay. And also, if you go there, this is Swiggy project. This is project one, Maven, Jenkins, CI/CD, Docker, EKS, Node.js, and EC2 list of Jenkins files. See, guys, we have practiced our team. Jenkins is nothing but not only for one approach, guys. We are all done list of Jenkins file. Jenkins with Maven, JFrog, Docker, Kubernetes, separate classes. Not only DevOps tools, Jenkins with EC2, Jenkins with S3, AWS Lambda. We are going to discuss everything. These are list of Jenkins file. For their quick revision, whatever batch done recently, for them use only we have done for quick revision. Okay. If there is an interview, guys, definitely they will ask, can you show me one Jenkins script? Just skeleton they will ask. They will not ask to configure anything. They can see before interview, okay, this is the for approach, this approach Jenkins with Kubernetes. So till here is clear. Till here is everything is common. This will change, deploy. So Jenkins with Trivy scanner, same process. Trivy is going to add, if you can see. So Jenkins with email notification, everything is there. We have added email notification task stage. Like that, we'll get a better clarity what we are doing in that real time. Okay. Whatever projects I'm choosing, those are real-time projects only. May application will change, process fix. Like that, we can work. Okay. So these are the things. And if you can go same. Once again, I'm saying, guys, Lambda with Jenkins, DevOps Ansible. So like this DevOps Ansible also will learn the list of all the things here. You can clone it, you can do it also. So definitely my full focus on major 3 tools, guys. It doesn't mean I'm not going to cover other tools. Full focus means Kubernetes, Jenkins, Terraform. These 3 is very important. If you can go only Terraform also, you will get a job. There is openings, I'm saying, only for AWS plus Terraform. AWS plus Terraform, Kubernetes. AWS plus Terraform, Kubernetes. If I said Kubernetes means included Docker also. Docker, Kubernetes, both are in same family. Okay. Sir, in that case, you are not going to cover Ansible. I'm not saying that. I'm also cover Ansible. But these are whatever important tools are there in the market. Our focus is more on that. That's what I can say. Okay. See, if you can see, these are the type of Kubernetes blue-green deployments. Inside blue-green, again, we have a files. These are, we have practice our team. Okay. Horizontal auto scaling. We are practice everything. Anyway, this is the strategy. Whoever joined today, maybe it will help them. That's what I can explain here. Okay. So the projects, when I say projects, I'm going to give at least 10 projects. This is my target. The 10 project means if you do one project now, you can do second project 80%. The remaining 20% is little change. So that by doing these all projects, you can habituate the DevOps lifecycle, tools configuration. You can easily do it. That's what my intention. Okay. Okay, guys, this is entire strategy, everything. So anyway, we can jump to the class. So how to access the link, this link that I can give training also in my session. You can just, this is public account. Okay. Control C, take it everyone, no problem. This is public. You can just simply clone it. You can fork it. Even you can do it. No problem. Anyway, this is not fix my whatever. This is a GitHub account. I'm going to change every 4 months once based on the things. But this will definitely, it will help. The reason is, guys, if you, this is not only for interview prospect too. This is for your real time. This GitHub repository will help you in the real time tasks also. If you want to configure some notification by using Jenkins, my file is there. If you want to configure by using Jenkins by EKS Kubernetes, if you want to configure Jenkins with ECR, Jenkins with Docker Hub, everything is there in the Jenkins file. You will do your task in real time, not only interview. Sir, I don't know how to create IAM root, attach the permissions by using Terraform. See, come to Terraform. Click on IAM. We have three scenarios: how to create user, how to create role, how to attach permission. Three scenarios. It will help into your real-time project organizations also, not only for interviews. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, this is the stuff. These are demos, guys. Once we go into the actual classes, we are going to create a Telegram, Google Classroom Meet, everything. We can discuss everything in the group itself also. Any new things are coming in that come. Okay. Okay. So let me close this. Yeah. Okay. So coming to here. So this is first class what we discuss. So these are the configurations coming into the DevOps lifecycle. The final goal is to deploy our application into server. What type of a server is it? On premises? Is it cloud? Is it other cloud? Whatever the approach, whatever challenges we already discussed, right? So one more time, simply I can take the some on-prem versus virtualization architecture. Okay. This is container engine. No. These are all Docker engines. Physical server. Virtualization. Okay. This is good now. Hmm. Okay, so I'm not going to depend on any other artists. I'm going to draw here. So guys, tell me one thing. This is physical server. Okay. You will get 100% clarity today. What is DevOps? Virtual mission means what? Virtualization. After virtualization, this is Docker. Guys, these are very high level explanations. We can discuss everything in the very low level. Okay, just for your understanding. Sir, what is deployment? Maybe I'm getting so many questions. That's what I'm explaining here. So physical server, I think many guys, I think last classes I have explained, right? What are the components are there, guys? Physical server, what are the components are there? Yes. Okay. So first layer is hardware. Okay. And next is, okay. If you can see here, this is hardware. Hardware is nothing but what are the components are there? This is operating system, right? Hardware is nothing but here RAM, CPU, disk. Okay, disk. Okay. If your application is accessing here, if your application is running here, for example, so only one application is running on your physical server, the required to run this application sharing hardware from this your hardware components in your physical server. So if you're accessing this server multiple persons, as we discussed in the last classes, this performance depends on this. The number of requests are coming to your application means this performance depends on your configuration of your server, like your laptop, like your mobile. Anyway, in the physical server, we have a challenges. So if the OS is Windows, we need to host only Windows applications. If OS is Linux, we can host only Linux applications. Even though your application size is small also, your entire hardware is going to work on the small application. So indirectly, you are using 2 to 3% of your hardware components. Okay, as discussed in the last two classes. To overcome this, we can go directly cloud. So before that, we have one more concept, that is virtualization concept. And I think lab itself also we have discussed, right? In the virtualization, what is the first layer, guys? I mean, this layer? Hardware only, right? Hardware only, nothing is there, difference. Next is OS, no difference. Next layer is what? We are going to install, right? Software, what is that? Hypervisor. The software is hypervisor, maybe VMware or Oracle VirtualBox, something. Okay. Now this layer will work separate lodge, create your VMs by sharing. Yes, create VMs by sharing hardware of your physical machine or physical server, not software. Okay. So hypervisor allows to create VMs, right? Indirectly. Yeah, create VMs. If you can see here, okay, VM creating means where? In my physical server or my physical laptop. VM means what, guys? What are the components are there in VM? I'm just drawing here VM. Okay. How many VMs we can create? Based on your host hardware capacity. We have already discussed, right? For example, my hardware is supporting 2 VMs only. The reason is first VM is taking 25 GB, second VM is taking 25 GB hardware, not operating system. So maybe my hardware will support till 50 GB only. I'm using 25 GB for this, 25 GB for this, right? If you're understanding this concept, only you can understand Docker. If you understand this concept, only you can understand this concept. These are all chain. Now tell me, guys. Now tell me. On my physical server, in this case, only I have hosted one application. In this case, how many applications can I host? How many applications can I host? 2, right? Why? 2 VMs. Each VM will get IP, right or not? Individual IP. Okay, first let me discuss how many components are there in this VM? Again, 3, right? What is the first layer? Hardware. This hardware will come from where? Host OS hardware. It will share. The definition, if you can see here, creates VM by sharing hardware of your physical server. See, sharing hardware, 50 GB sharing 25 GB, 25 GB. So indirectly, I'm creating 2 servers using one server. 2 servers means 2 VMs. 2 VMs means each VM I can host one application. In this case, if you want to host 2 applications, this is for Windows applications. If you want host Linux application, you need to create one more server, right? With the Linux operating system. with the Linux operating system. Sorry, this is the Windows OS. So this is Linux OS. So this is hardware of Linux. This is Linux application. So we are using two servers, right or not? But by using virtualization mission, I'm taking this server only split into two VMs. Each VM work as a server again. So now I can give access to users. Whoever joined today, please be patient. Maybe you may confuse. If you can see last class, yes. If you can see the last class, you will get 100% clarity on these topics. Please see it here. Okay. So now if you can see, guys, my first VM is I'm going to host Linux application, for example. This is Windows app. Sir, how to access, how to give Windows application access, Linux application access here? These depends on these operating systems, right? While creating VM time, we have selected Ubuntu Linux, right? At that time, last class. So here we can Windows. I can give Windows base operating system while creating time. See, this is Oracle VirtualBox. Okay. While creating virtualization, I have set my VM is running, Linux VM is running inside my Windows server. Definitely, it will runs on Linux operating system only. While creating time, while new VM time, you can give the VM name something VM DevOps. ISO image will decide which type of VM it is. In my case, I have downloaded ISO image Ubuntu. Why? I need to host application that will runs on Ubuntu OS only. Okay, I know before, that's what I'm configuring Ubuntu VM on my Windows. If you know this application will runs on Windows, in this case, I'm going to download Windows ISO image. So while creating time, I can give Windows ISO. If it is a Mac, I can give Mac OS. So in my case, already ISO image downloaded, Ubuntu ISO image downloaded. Next step. First step is selection of OS. Okay, done. These are for authentication purpose. Just keep aside for. This is hardware. This hardware will share from your local laptop or physical server in real time. So if you increase this means you are giving your resource, hardware resource to your virtual machine, whatever you are going to create. Okay. See, hardware is nothing but hard disk, CPU, RAM. If you can see the back step, I'm giving RAM, CPUs. Next step is hard disk. So I'm giving hardware, the mission VM, how much hardware is required, I'm giving from my local mission, local server hardware. So if you can see the definition, creating VMs by sharing the hardware of your physical server. But what about OS? What about OS? If I'm going to create Linux, right? Linux Ubuntu OS. So I need to download that OS. We need to give the OS path to here. Okay, let me take one more mission. So name OS path to here. If you are installing Red Hat VM, so you need to download Red Hat OS first and create a mission by sharing hardware of your physical server. This is the process will run. So let's assume this is a Red Hat ISO image I have downloaded. Just understand it. Okay. Okay. Maybe the previous running is running, right? So my resources already full. Stop it. some name. Okay. So Linux DevOps, something I'm giving. So next, see authentication of your server, who can access your VM, that is comes under authentication. Now hardware, your physical laptop is going to hardware for your VM, creation of VM as per the VM definition, and hard disk also. Next, everything is done, finish. VM is going to create. Which VM it is? Linux VM, Linux VM. How can I say? I have given Linux OS. Download Linux OS given to that. But actual physical system is what? Windows laptop. How it is working? By using hypervisor layer. Clear? See, if here in the virtualization concept, the definition is sharing the hardware, but not sharing the OS, guys. This is very important. Why? This is Linux application. If sharing the Windows OS, it will not work, right? So there is no VS dependency. Sorry, there is no OS dependency on virtualization. This is very important concept. Many people may confuse, sir, sharing also OS. No, this is 100% wrong. Sharing of the OS means, for example, if it is a sharing of the OS, but my laptop is Windows, right? How can I run in my Windows Ubuntu server? The reason is there is no OS dependencies. OS already I have taken from the outset. That is base OS. This is called virtualization, what we discussed in the last classes. Okay. Is it clear, everyone? Now each VM run as a one server. Okay. But the backend, we are providing resource, hardware resource from one big host mission. Now discussing on the cloud. So in the cloud, so why cloud more popular? We discuss everything, right? Already discussed it, right? If you create a one server, if you create a one server in cloud, the server is nothing but this VM, not physical server. So their background, they are following same process. They are following same process. Cloud also. The difference between cloud and on-premises. If it is a on-premises virtualization concept, in your server, you are maybe you have created 10 VMs. The reason is your hardware is big resource. You have created 10 VMs. If your physical host mission, this mission made down or something crash, what happened, guys? All applications is going to down, right or not? See, my laptop may corrupt, for example. If you can see my laptop, something is wrong. If you can see all VMs are impact or not, definitely. The same thing here, two things. Do I need to migrate cloud or not? This is the question may arise, everyone. So if it is an on-premises, whatever drawbacks we discussed in the last two classes, it will apply here. The reason is if something is wrong, so we have to take care of the host mission. In this case, physical server concept, the both are in on-premises concepts. Okay, let me show you something. The both are in on-premises concepts. There is no cloud involvement here. Yes, TCS or Infosys or Wipro, I can handle, I'm not depends on any clouds. So they need to create to host two applications, they need to create two servers, right or not? If two servers means, if you can see here, what we discussed in the last classes, if the case is like that, there is some drawbacks, right? Okay, I think I haven't shared that. Okay, leave it. Okay, so in that case, we have some drawbacks, right? If your application is running on your server, you need to take care of more. So many dependencies, power, ventilation, manpower, security, whatnot, so many things, right? So along with that, for one application hosting in my server, if it is a different OSS, we need to create different servers. If it is the same, also my resources are going to wastage if application is small. In this case, I have created two servers. Can we do it for one physical server, two VMs? Yes, there is a possibility by using virtual machine. By sharing this hardware, we can create two VMs here. already created. Now one VM can host Linux application, one VM can host Windows application. We know how to access the application by using public IP of your server. In this case, one public IP, one different public IP. In this case also, each VM will get one public IP that network will provide. Server having one IP, VM having one IP, VM2 having one IP. So you can give this access to your users can access Linux application. You can give Windows VMs to Windows users, whoever accessing Windows application, they can access your VMs. But the backend, these two applications running in these two VMs, these two VMs will running on this host machine. This is the process will work. So if it is an on-premises, if one host machine is cracked or down, every application may down. So we should not take any risk in this time. So why can't we move to cloud? Cloud also doing same process, guys, but it is not our responsibility. Physical host machine is not our responsibility. Clear? See, cloud is saying you just create a one server. You just create a one server. The backend dependency of your server. I mean, you most worry about the previous whatever you are running these servers in your premises. You have faced so many challenges regarding in terms of power, in terms of security, in terms of high availability, in terms of manpower maintenance, whatnot. So many dependencies. What we discussed in the last class. So now cloud is saying, "Hey boss, I can take care everything. You just give your entire things to me. I can access. But you just install, create one VM. The backend of VM host mission, the backend of running VM dependency configurations, everything we can take care. It is not your cup of tea. Your tea is your application, your VM. Let's go and create one VM just for understanding. This is not actual class of creating a VM. So what you need to understand, guys, you don't confuse we are creating VM first class, second class. It is not like that. Just for understanding, I'm saying here. Let me log in one AWS management console to give the clarity. This is the good practice, what I follow. We can discuss everything, how to create AWS account, free tier, everything we can discuss in the coming classes. Let me log in. See guys, in the cloud, EC2 is the server. The EC2 service is called a server. If you want to create a server, you have to choose EC2 service in cloud. See guys, if you can see the difference between cloud and on-premises process. Again, I'm going to create a one server in on-premises on top of my laptop by using virtualization concept. Understand each and every step. So name you can give something. ISO image we need to give, right? Which VM it is. And I'm giving same image. So ISO selection is second step. One is for name. Third step is what? Security related username, password, who can access. Fourth step, hardware selections, RAM, CPU, fifth step. Sixth step is hard disk selection. Finish, VM is created. Okay. Same process, come here. I'm going to create a one instance. Launch instance. See, this step is first step, new mission the VM. Giving name, right? You can give any name. First step. Linux DevOps 9 AM batch. See guys, which OS you need to select, which mission you are going to create, Windows VM, Linux VM, what others. In our on-premises, we have to install, download the ISO image, we have to give this image. But here already images are there. Linux Ubuntu, select Linux Ubuntu. Clear? No need to download. Already provided all images. But in this case, we have downloaded, right? We have downloaded. I have given path from my local laptop, whatever I have downloaded in earlier case. See, in this cloud case, no need to download. You can just choose this, which OS you need. I mean, indirectly, which VM you are going to create. Ubuntu. See this instance type. See T2 micro, this just leave it. You need to understand this two. What is this? One CPU, RAM, hardware, RAM, CPUs. In this step also we have given, right? RAM, CPUs we have given, right? Okay. Next step is key pair name. Whatever step in that on-premises case, username, password. Approach is different. But both are related to authentication. Okay. Just network, my laptop will provide for virtual machine. So this network, the AWS will provide, we have to configure, refresh. Just keep aside for this step. What is this? Hardware. After giving RAM and CPU, we have chosen hardware also, right? Hardware. So keeper I haven't given. So you can give any existing keeper what we have in my laptop. See launch instant. Is there any difference, guys? Whatever we learn to create a VM on my laptop, same process, right? Same process, right? Now my instance is running, my server is running. This server is DevOps 9 AM. This server is what? You can come here. I have created one VM, sir, in EC2 instance. Is nothing but what? You have created one VM in your cloud. While creating time, I have given OS, hardware, network, security, right? You don't think so. This is a physical server. This is VM. But where is physical server, sir? If one VM running means the backend, definitely one physical server is running into your cloud, right? The backend maybe Mumbai or Hyderabad or Pakistan, something somewhere, okay? These host missions, cloud is saying that it is not your cup of tea. This is, I can take care. You can create 1 lakh missions also. I have a hardware to provide those resources. If you fail this mission, you will get back immediately. I have so many standby options. Okay. If you want to move this VM to US to UK, UK to Pakistan, Pakistan to India, I have options. But here, you don't have options. If you want to move this server, you need to choose so many options. But it's very difficult. To create 1 lakh servers here, it will take years. Right or not? See, in this on-premises virtualization concept, more worried about if physical machine is going to down. But in this case, it is not your job. Dedicatedly, cloud is taking care. Your EC2 is running in Mumbai region means actually your EC2 is running one Mumbai region, one physical mission. That is the meaning you need to understand. Clear everyone now? Anyone has any doubts still here? So if you know the concept of creation of virtual machine, see guys, maybe others may feel, sir, why you are choosing AWS cloud? Boss, on-premise to cloud, there is no difference to create a server. Then how you can expect difference from VM creation in Azure? Same process, right? If you create VM and GCP, same process. GCP VM also you need to give a OS. You need to give operating system. You need to give security. You need to give authentication. You need to give network. You need to give hardware. You need to give a hard disk. Same Azure also. Then what is the difference, sir? No difference. Name is the difference. EC2 in AWS, VM in Azure, Google Engine in GCP. Both all are VMs. Is it clear, everyone now? So no confusion, sir. AWS VM you have shown, sir. Can you show Azure VM? The way approach is different, but the backend configuration all are mandatory steps. Is it clear, everyone? So now my question is, okay, let me clear your doubts. Meanwhile, I'll jump to Docker. Okay, meanwhile, I'll jump to Docker. Okay, I'm going to read these questions. First question is from Vital. What we are going to use VM or cloud for the project? Okay, I think you have joined today or yesterday. We need to do this, boss, this process, boss. to do the DevOps project. Our final goal is to host application on your server. Okay, let's assume you are opening, you are going to search here. Mintra. How you are going to access? How you are going to access Mintra? This URL, the backend will run one public IP. Before that, this application is running on one server. You are calling the application inside server. Hey server, this is the public IP. Can you give application access to me? I need to shop. Clear? This is the process will run. Now you tell me guys, you are implementing this project, right? You are implementing the basic sample project, right? End of the day, this application, whatever application, e-commerce, something application, we need to give access to public, right? So definitely somewhere we need to deploy this, right? Is a physical server or cloud server or Azure, AWS, GCP, Kubernetes, Docker, Ansible, whatever. We need to deploy one server. So that's what we are discussing. The server is on-premises server or on-premises virtual machine or cloud. This is the clarification for this class today. If anyone, please guys, if anyone joined today, please go through my last 3 classes. Definitely will get 100% clarity for this class. Okay, this is the concept of virtual machine, what we discussed in the previous class. There is no difference between EC2 and virtual machine. EC2 is taking care of the backend configuration, everything cloud. Physical VM means we have to take care of 1 to 100%. Right or not? So in the on-premises, if we are implemented physical virtual machine, the backend running the dependencies, manpower, electric supply, ventilation, security, whatever these things, we have to take care, right? No one will come and do your job. You have to take care. Why? You're maintaining your server in your house. See, my laptop is on-premises server or not? I need to carry, right? I need to everything. My laptop security, my laptop ventilation fan is running in my laptop. I need to take care. Power supply, I need to take care. This is my laptop. No one will come and do it, right? For example, my photos I have uploaded in my laptop. Who is the responsibility for my photos? Me. I'm uploaded in my server, my local laptop, my on-premise server. Few photos I have uploaded in Google Drive. Who is the responsibility for my photos? Google Drive, right? High availability taken care by Google Drive. If you give correct credentials to access your photos in your Google Drive responsibility to give your photos back. Right or not? Here Google Drive is a cloud. Clear now? Difference? In the on-premises, to provide your photos high availability every time, you have to take care of your server up and running. If your laptop is no charging, you are unable to see your photos, right? Someone steal your laptop, enter your photos gone. Your laptop corrupted, something, whatever reason. Finally, whatever photos are there in your laptop, this is not high available. You can't say these photos 100% high available. You can't say. Even if you store these photos in your hard disk, maybe you place somewhere in a hard disk, maybe the chance to miss your hard disk. Again, you can't say. Instead of doing that, if you store your photos in Google Drive, you need to remember your credentials. That's it only. Where they are going to store your photos, that is not your job, right? You need your photos. Same, you need your VM, your EC2 instance. Sir, where there? Sir, how many people are doing this? How many people are doing this? How many people are checking this VM? This is not your job, boss. We've already migrated to cloud. That is, I'm taking care. You need to check your VM is running or not. That's it. Clear now? Okay. Okay. Could providers have globally and region? There is a dedicated sessions on these topics. Providers and connectivities, how cloud distributed entire globe. These are coming classes, actual classes. We can start from day one. What is AWS? What is network? See, I'm going to take care of dedicatedly 30 days on cloud plus Linux. Okay, we are not going to enter DevOps. So I think we are going to enter DevOps in March. Till now, we discussed prerequisites of your DevOps. When I say prerequisites, Linux, cloud, and network basics. Without these three concepts, without first month experience, we can't understand DevOps directly. That practice is not good. That's what we are taking 3 months, 3.5 months dedicated training on this DevOps plus AWS. Okay. See, when I say many people are saying, sir, when you Jenkins will start, when Git will start, when DevOps, when Docker, Kubernetes, all are running in AWS instance only. Means cloud instance only. We need to understand how it will work, right? First. So DevOps engineer will get a project. Application is unable to access your customers. Network issue may be there in the AWS. You need to resolve the network issue. No, I can configure DevOps tools only. I can't do AWS task. Let me show something now. You can understand everything now. No need to say that. DevOps jobs. Some company. There is no job description. Go to Qualcomm. Okay, see guys, I'm searching just DevOps. Why we need to understand load balancer DNS? Yes, you need to understand boss. Definitely. Why AWS S3? Why SQL Server? Why AWS RDS? Sir, we are running DevOps, no, sir. No, DevOps means cloud plus. Default they are considering. Only Kubernetes means to understand AWS S3, we can't deploy other resource for understanding S3, right? You have to take care of that. Clear? If you take anything in admin role, you have to take care of AWS admin level. They are saying that. Okay, DevOps engineer G. See, it's a default action, guys. Default action. If you go any DevOps engineer without cloud, they will not expect even, they will not consider your profile, first of all. They will not consider your profile. See, IaaS, AWS, Mongo Cloud Compose, AWS ECR, AWS S3, AWS Lambda. Without these topics, there is no DevOps role. See, these are the proofs. What I'm showing here. I'm not searching any specific companies. ECS, AWS ECS, Kubernetes. So definitely you need to learn AWS. That I can take care in first 1 month. Okay, no need to take again special training on AWS. Okay. Yes, you can take it when, if you want to master in AWS, at that time you can take separate training. But in this task, you can handle DevOps engineer role plus AWS role in that. If they are looking for the JD, you can simply apply. This is the things. Okay. Let me now start our, okay, AWS. Okay, everywhere AWS. That's what. Anyway, now, okay, see, this is the concept of VM physical server, right? Now we can give sweet warning to Docker also. What is Docker? See, can we crack AWS plus DevOps certification with this course? AWS plus DevOps certification. Is there any certification combination? First of all, so you have to clear AWS or DevOps. So you can clear the certification. You need to do your hard work. I can't say, sir, you at that time you said you can clear. No, even me also, I need to prepare, right? Certification is different. Project handling is different. Simple example, guys. You guys are all comes from big BTech degree, right? The examination pattern, what you did, that is a completely different what you are doing now. Actual job, right? CSC, BTech CSC, 4 years. I'm an electrical student, for example. BTech electrical I have done 4 years and MTech also 2 years. After that, I'm doing CSC job, software job. Before that, I did electrical job, but what I studied, what I did completely different. So when I say examination, there is a pattern, question and answers pattern. That is completely different. You have to work on that. I'm going to share the dumps. Already my batch students already clear Terraform certification, EK certification, everything. Okay. Okay. Anyone has any doubts from the online? I'm going to, do we need to learn? I'm going to teach you what is SQL. Don't worry. In the RDS class, I'm going to teach you how to create a tables also. Don't worry for that. In your DevOps prospect too. Okay, there is an update from Srikanth. He's the admin, guys. Can you please, if you have things related, access, something, whatever, you can contact him, Srikanth. Is it audible now? Something power issue, I think. Okay, yeah. So one more time, I'm just copying here. So, and Srikanth already shared the recordings also, guys. Please take these recordings. Let me copy last 3 recordings. Go through these last 3 recordings. You will get 100% clarity for day 4 class. These are the recordings. Click on that, copy the link. Maybe in your case, you are unable to copy itself. If you want to continue my training from tomorrow, whoever joined today. Again, we'll ask, what about others? Others, are you able to hear? Okay, cool. Now, voice is breaking now. Okay. 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 Cool now. See now, Docker. Not Docker. Just very high level discussion on the Docker. Very, very important, guys. How many are going to learn, guys? Selenium, automate something? No. I'm not talking anything now. I'm talking Shiva. As part of DevOps team, no need to learn Selenium, automate. There's a testers are taking care. Okay, not you have to take care of that, guys. See, guys, present we are facing lot of challenges with new tools are coming to the market, right? DevOps. So we don't have time to spend that even DevOps tools. Then why we need to learn Selenium, testing, Java, Bava? We don't have time right, to learn, right? So leave it for that. Only Ops, DevOps. Hmm. Okay, many people are saying it. Your friends, yeah, you need to learn Java. You need to learn Python. You need to learn something. First, leave these words. First, learn your subject. Then you can go for other things. Right or not? Yeah. Okay. So Docker. So only one challenge by using Docker we can rectify. Only one challenge. I told you one thing while creating virtualization mission, the size of the ISO image. Okay, let me show something. Ubuntu ISO image. Why ISO image I'm opening here? If it is a virtualization concept, if you are going to host application on your VM, the VM prerequisites are OS and hardware. Hardware anyway, physical mist is going to take care, just leave it. The next challenge is OS. Base OS, you have to take care, right? That is, you need to download or cloud is providing. Two things we need to understand here. Two things we need to understand here. If you are download it, Ubuntu ISO image, what is the size of the Ubuntu ISO image? We have already discussed, it is a 6 GB maybe. If you are going to, this is desktop, server image is more. If I download it, it is going to start download, asking sign up. Anyway, start download. It is taking 5 GB. Anyway, I'm going to cancel this. So if I want to host, so if I want to host Linux application, definitely I need to create Linux server. This is we are very clear. What are the prerequisites to run application? OS is required, hardware is required. Hardware is taken care by host mission. Now challenge is OS. In your EC2 instance also, you need to select OS, right? While creating launch instance, we need to select which OS it is. Okay, Ubuntu OS or Amazon Linux, whatever it is. This OS minimum size is 8 GB. This OS minimum size is 8 GB. It will consume in your EC2 instance volumes by default. If you want to host any application, sorry, if you want to upload any file on your EC2 instance, 8 GB you have to exclude it. That is, it will run on your OS RAM something. Like in your laptop, in your mobile, there is a RAM, additionally hard disk. Like that, we need to add one more volume. That is, we can discuss in the coming classes. Just understanding 8 GB. In your on-premise also 6 GB, right? 6 GB, right? So now I have one client is coming and asking to, one customer is coming and asking to, I have 100 applications. I have 100 applications. Understand the story. I have 100 applications. Can you do project for me? I need to host 100 applications, 100 website, different websites, something. What is your approach? If it is on premises, you need to create 100 servers. Clear, right? This point is clear. I'm not writing anything. I don't have much time. Okay. Next step is, okay, not on premises physical server. Next option is virtual machine, virtualization. Okay. A virtualization, a big virtualization, physical server you have created, you need to host 100 VMs. Clear or not? 100 VMs like this way. 100 VMs. Each VM sharing hardware from your physical machines. Right or not? Okay, 100 VMs. Each VM consumes how much space? Just rough. Each VM space consume how much to run application? Okay, minimum 25 GB. Okay, minimum 25 GB. In that, our OS size is 8 GB something. So means your OS consumes 40% space. 40% space. Understand it, guys. Very, very important step. Before understanding, you will just clearly understand Kubernetes Docker concept. So here, if you can see, 40% is for taking my 40% is taking for operating system to run as a VM. You need to download from the local, whatever, internet. Okay, sir. You are saying, right? So in this case, 100 VMs means definitely my host machine is very big, right? Right or not? So we need to put effort on that. Price, cost, something. He's saying, I have one more requirement. I need high availability. Client is saying to, so, okay, this is TCS company. Now client is Apple. Apple. So Apple is saying that you need to host 100 applications. So TCS saying, yes, we have an option on premises server, but I need high availability. Is it work out high availability from this? Definitely so many challenges. Okay, I have one more option. I have one more option. So you are saying high availability is good. You are looking for high availability and you are not trusting on my on-premises system. Maybe one rat come and bite our cable also, entire server may down, right or not? So client is saying, guys, how can I trust you? You are maintaining your servers in your local. You are not dependent on high availability cloud concepts. But you are saying, yes, I'm good. I'm profession to maintain the server. Yes. But we can't give on the paper 100% high availability like cloud. I mean, 99.99. You can give if everything good, 95% like that. You can give some terms and conditions. Everything means everything good means if weather is not good, right? Some disaster, earthquake, some cyclone. We can't give assurance, right? Sir, how cloud is providing? Cloud is maintaining standby different locations. Same physical server, US also there. Same physical server, India also there. If India earthquake means, is there any rule to come earthquake in US? You will get from the source in the US. That is high availability concept we can discuss in the coming classes. Don't worry. So if you can see here, okay, Apple is saying to TCS again, okay, I have one more idea. I will do this task. We can go into the AWS cloud. Okay, AWS cloud. Okay, then how many VMs I need to create? VMs means EC2 instance. How many EC2s need to create? Huh? 100 EC2s need to create, right? Now EC2 is 100 numbers required. The challenge is how the challenge is coming is you need to understand each and every step. These are very, very important. 100 numbers required, EC2s. Now one more condition. I don't have money. What? You don't have money? Yeah? You have to say that first, right? Unless till I have created 100 missions. You have to listen first, right? That's what requirement understanding is very important for DevOps engineers. Okay. Okay. Again, they're saying, so our cloud is giving flexibilities. You can delete 99 missions immediately. I can give cost for running hours. If you run these 100 missions, 15 minutes, you can pay 15 minutes only, maybe closely $10. In the same case, if you purchase 100 servers, if you can go Koti and purchase 100 servers and put into your TCS company, this guy is saying, no, no, no. If you have to book truck again, 99 servers to Koti, this guy is not accepting to take again, right or not? So here challenges are there again. Anyway, this guy is saying, I need one server. What? So you want me to deploy 100 applications in one server? Yes. See, each instance is taking minimum 8 GB. Na? In that case, I need to deploy very big EC2 instance. Is it clear or not? Yeah. So in that case, our Docker is saying, I'm here to Apple. Luckily, unluckily, TCS is not using Docker concept. So now Wipro is entering into this scene. Hey, Apple guy, come. I will, whatever requirement you are saying, all applications, one server, right? I can do it. I can do it only one EC2 instance cost. What? So no need to create even one big EC2 instance to provide 100 application size. No, one normal EC2. I can provide 100 applications, deploy and Docker. I will give access to you. You can access each application individually. Is it clear now? How you can handle? So understand my concept first. You will get a clarity on Docker. Okay, let's move. Understand the Docker. Let's move. Understand the Docker. How Docker is, overcome the issue. Guys, this is your EC2, right? Understand this is VM. Maybe EC2, maybe your VM mission. Okay. How the system is, this is hardware, right? This is hardware. This is what? OS. Now, if you are an EC2 instance, you will get OS, right? You will get OS. You will get hardware. Now, I have one question to you. Do I need to install a hypervisor on your EC2 instance? Do I need to install a hypervisor on my EC2 instance? Not required, right? After installing hypervisor in host machine only you created, right or not? Again, this guy is going to create one more VM on installing hypervisor. Okay, let's understand the concept. If this VM is going to create one more VM, this VM definitely provide resource, right? Both are equal or not? VM is creating VM means the VM is provide same resource to one more VM. Instead of that, create one more VM. That's it, right? Why VM to VM? Create one more VM from the physical machine. That's it. VM to VM means you are bypassing one more VM to one more VM. That's it only, right or not? Anyway, who will take care of this hypervisor? Your cloud. This is physical machine I'm explaining you guys. This is cloud. So this is physical machine of the cloud. Understand it, huh? On top of that, they are installing one hypervisor software that is called Nitro. AWS dedicatedly following hypervisor provider name is Nitro or Zen. Okay, Nitro or Zen. But in on-premises, we are following VMware or Oracle VirtualBox, so many are there. But this is AWS hypervisor, Nitro software is. Or Zen. Okay, Nitro or Zen. Anyway. So on top of that, EC2 is going to create, right or not? That is VM, right? So EC2s, this is cloud background, how they are following, I'm saying. This is EC2 1. And EC2 1 again, hardware is there, OS you have selected, application will run, right? Don't confuse it, guys. Same I'm explaining same concept. OS and hardware. Okay. This is EC2 1. Like that, how many EC2s I need to create? 100 EC2s need to create as per the client requirement. So like that, 100 EC2s. Clear? Anyway, this bare metal, this is physical machine taken care by cloud. This is not our challenge anyway. Okay. But here challenge is need to create 100 machines. So Docker is saying take one EC2 from here. Take one EC2 from here. Understand it, guys. This is one EC2 now. Inside physical machine, 300 EC2s are there. I'm taking one EC2 from here to here. Clear? Now I'm explaining one EC2. EC2 contains what? Hardware, operating system, and if you host any applications. Okay, just leave it. Now Docker is saying, you install me inside your EC2 machine. Okay, I will give more benefits. How to give, I will show you now. Okay, where I need to install? On OS. On OS. Your EC2 OS. Okay. Okay, you have installed Docker. You install Docker. Okay, this is what? Operating system. This is what? Hardware. So you need 100 applications, right? I will give the containers. Okay, I will give the containers. Okay, how many containers? I can give 100 containers. I can give 100 containers. So each container, I will explain what is container, don't worry. Each container contains application. Each containers contains application. Now 100 containers, 100 applications. Clear? You understand the concept, that's it. No, I'm not, no need to explain, no need to understand here. What is container? That is we can discuss. 100 containers, 100 applications. Sir, where is the space? In your EC2, you are saying only it is 8 GB, 10 GB or 20 GB. How you can create 100 applications here? How can you create 100 containers? So you need to understand here one thing. Containers creates from images. You need to understand this point only. Containers creates from images. Your Linux VM also create from one image only. Understand it, guys. ISO image. VM, EC2 image. Same thing, containers creates from images. Sir, what type of images here? Custom images, default images. Small example. Now, this is some EC2 instance. This is some EC2 instance. Okay. Inside you have installed Docker engine. You have created 100 applications. You have created 100 applications. To run application, what you need? What are the things required to run one application? Oh yes, very good. To run application, required OS. Which OS it is? Linux OS. In the Linux, which OS? Ubuntu or something. Ubuntu OS. To run one application, we need Ubuntu OS. Clear or not? One container contains application, I'm saying that. Application, so you can give each container access to public. Is it clear now? Before we have given directly VM access. Inside VM, only one application is there. Now inside VM created 100 application. Again, each container, each IP. Physical server, one IP. Inside physical server, 3 VMs are there, means 3 IPs will get. Inside one VM, 100 containers will get, 100 IPs will get. Now clear? Now 100 applications, 100 different IPs, you can give 100 people, whatever, same people. Different IP, different access. Same, not same access. Clear is it? How container will create? From the image. Okay. Now To run this application, sir, you are saying application there in container, right? Application there in container, right? This is container, for example. This is very first class. If you are not understanding also, no problem. We can discuss coming classes, so many topics on this, just for very, very understand, very high level. To run this application, we need what? OS, right? OS. And some dependencies, hardware. This is each container again now. This is means container. Clear? On physical, one VM on VM container. Clear? On VM Docker inside containers. So we are going in the flow. Container. So the challenge is inside container on application is running. To run application, we need OS and dependency hardware. So where we are getting this application? OS. We should not share this OS, right? If you share this OS, your OS only 8 GB, how you can share 100 containers? It is not a case, right? Maybe this OS is Ubuntu, but this application is Red Hat. This application is Windows. This application is Mac. This application is something. So I'm not dependent on your OS again. Clear? Then where we are getting OS? You can download OS image. This is image. You are going to download from here? Where? In this case, ISO image. Huh? No, you are on the Docker, right? Docker saying, don't use others' images, use my image. In earlier case, and virtualization concept, you are downloading Ubuntu image from the Google. That is Ubuntu website, right? You don't download any image from any other internet, any public platforms. You can install Ubuntu from my official website. Why Ubuntu, sir? Out of 100 containers, I'm taking one container as an example. Each container hosting application. To run application, we need OS. So some dependencies, right? So this OS, Docker is saying install from my Docker Hub. Let's go to Docker Hub. I'm not going here now. Docker is not suggest. This is hypervisor iOS. Sorry, ISO. So Docker is saying Docker Hub. Docker Hub. Go to Docker Hub. Just 5 minutes, I will close. This is my Docker Hub anyway. Go to Explorer. So if you can search Ubuntu. Guess what? I'm going to checking Ubuntu image in Docker Hub. Docker is saying to run application, I'm going to provide Ubuntu image as a OS. Can anyone guess what is the size of this Ubuntu? Anyone guess? Online or offline? Anyone guess this size? 1 TB. 1 TB means your EC2 will not support. How Docker will say, I have to take care of everything in one EC2. You are saying 1000 EC2s now. 1 GB, right? 4 GB means both are same. Hypervisor also 4 GB, right? Then why Docker? Understand or not? If it is a 4 GB, why Docker? You can go with hypervisor concept, boss. I'm providing 4 GB, right? Then definitely less than the 4 GB, right? You can see that image size. It's not opening. My system is very slow. It's running now. Okay, it got stuck. Anyway, guys, just I'm saying the size of the Ubuntu is okay. It is opening now. The size of the Ubuntu is 20 MB. Okay, 20 MB. Go to tags. 66 MB. Same Ubuntu, if you go on virtualization console, what is the size? 6 or 8 GB, 8 GB. What is the difference, 8 GB and 60 MB? You can compare it now. How many times? So one issue is fine now. Clear or not? So why? What is the difference here to there? The reason is, if you take a ISO image, na, all dependencies they will give. All dependencies means so many default commands will run in the Linux. Right or not? Okay. If you go and purchase one laptop, if you go and purchase one game operated laptop, very high configuration laptop, they will give so many dependencies, right? To support to run a powerful game, they will give much configurations laptop. After purchase it, you are sending mails to your friends only in that laptop. But whatever dependencies are there in that, those are all waste, right? Cost and size and everything waste, right? So what Docker is saying, I will provide just Ubuntu's skeleton image. Whatever dependencies is required, you can add on that. My dependency is what? To run application only. I'm not running installing Python. I'm not running installing Java. I'm not running installing Kubernetes. I'm not running install Jenkins. Here, final image. To run image, I need just to simple OS only. Not require all dependencies. Clear? If you take a ISO image, this mission is running, right? I can do all default actions. Why 8 GB? But we are using only in that 0.5 GB. What about 7.5 GB? Those dependencies not required. Why it is not required, but why they are given? Just default action. So if you go on one ice cream shop, for example, they will give direct ice cream to you. Inside cone, inside cream, something, nuts, something, everything they will give. If you go some custom ice cream shop, they will give just the cone, simple cone. You can add all that, right? In this case, the empty cone is Docker image. Required dependencies, you can add it to run your application. Your application running only Python. You can install only Python. That's it. Application will run. Right? If you go whatever shop you as it taken as example, they will give everything, but which are not you like, but you have to accept, right? Right or not? So, but you have to already paid the cost. But the second case, your custom options, whatever you are adding, you have to pay that. Clear? In the Ubuntu, whatever they are giving the image, say very, very minimal dependencies. Why 60 MB minimal dependencies? To run basic command, at least 1 or 2 commands. If I go Docker image, Ubuntu, if I log in, if I install yum update, yum install, it will not work. Yum repositories are not there in your Ubuntu. It's an empty image. You have to add yum repositories again. Clear or not? So in this my EC2 instance, na guys, in this my EC2 instance, for example, once again, whoever joined today, don't be panic. This is very high level class, how the systems will work for understanding only. This is not day one also. Day one, we are going to enter after batch got fixed. Okay. This is just understanding why deployment something. See, I'm going to connect DevOps 9am instance, for example. I'm going to close in 2 minutes. Okay. See, my Ubuntu is running. For example, apt get update -, whatever if I give now these commands. Okay, this is changed. So whatever if you give any commands now, for example, apt install, if you give tree command, see tree not found, apt command. See, apt's related libraries are coming. Okay, something. The reason is already this instance configure. Already this instance configure that apt. If I give apt sudo, I'm giving sudo apt install Python. For example, guys, Python 3 already there. See, Python is Python 3. So I need to give Python 3, it will install. Why Python not required? Why they are giving? But they're giving default action. You can give Java, you can give Maven. They are giving default action. That's what 8 GB is consuming. But my Ubuntu image, there is no Python. If required, you can add it. then 66 MB is going to 90 MB. Like that, whatever your application you are running, you are going to add the dependencies, make it at least 100 DB, 100 MB. In that case, my 8 GB will support how many containers? So many containers. Is it clear now? So we have a one more very, very big challenge. How we can rectify that challenge tomorrow class. Tomorrow class, Kubernetes will come into the picture. Okay, Docker is creating containers. Who can monitor, who can orchestrate, that Kubernetes is taking care. That before that, I'm going to explain what is load balancer, what is auto scaling. Then jump to Kubernetes. So tomorrow class is very, very important. And day after tomorrow, all demos got done. We are going to enter into the actual content. Is this clear, everyone? Anyone has any doubts? At least you understand 1%, I'm fine. I'm not expecting at least 20, 30 also. 1%, I'm fine. That's what we are spending 3.5 months, right? To understand the only 3 classes, we are spending 3.5 months. This is very high level discussion. Is it clear? Online team? Okay, I think many people are clear. If you are clear, please give CC. Okay, your questions, I'm passed out. Okay, if you are not clear, no problem. I'm going to things add in mind. Please share the GitHub link. All are CCs, right? Then all are fine, right? After completing this, miss that message. What package I get as a fresher? You will get 8 lakhs or 12 lakhs. More than group 2 officer job salary. If you are a fresher. Final CC. Good, right? Everyone good, right? So tomorrow class is very important class. Definitely will enjoy the class tomorrow class. The power of Kubernetes. Today's class recording will get today evening. Okay, fine, right? Will you provide real-time project? That's what I'm sharing so many projects as of now. Okay, let me, guys, please just 1 minute. These are the projects I'm going to take. I'm going to show you. One more time, I'm going to sharing you. Terraform with AWS. We can deploy multiple resources in the AWS using Terraform. That is a Terraform project you can consider. And this is for monolithic operation. Monolithic means what, guys? There is no Docker, there is no Kubernetes. Directly host your application on your EC2 instance. VM, we can give the access public, whatever we discuss. No, sir. We can host on Docker. This is the second project. Sir, we can do big project. Like these projects, we can do minimum 6 or 8. With the one project, you will get 80% knowledge. Sure. Next project, we can do by playing the things, the projects like that. So now this is for you guys. Are you ready to become a DevOps engineer in 3 months? Yes? Sounds. I need more sound. Yes or no? Yes. So we can break that impossible boundaries first. We can make it as a possible. Okay. Definitely it will happen from my training, even non-ITs. Everything I'm going to teach from the non-IT level only. Non-ITs. Okay. Yes. Okay, guys. See you. Bye. Oh, so many 76 messages. Yes. Bye. Okay. Bye, guys.